All right, greetings, everybody. Shalom, and thank you for joining Q2A Live for Friday. The topic is Health is Well. So, we have a couple of panelists online, and we're going to speak about how our health is our wealth. We have one more panelist coming. But my name is Stephanie Wimberly. I'm part of the Q2A community as well as the organization. And then later on, I'll introduce myself as far as my professional credentials. But thank you all for joining, and I'll allow the other panelists to introduce themselves.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley Hughes, and it is truly a blessing to be a part of this panel. I am truly encouraged and excited to be a part of this, and I am looking forward to the discussion.
We also have another panelist. Her name is Sister Darlene. I'm not sure if she is having issues with her mic. Sister Darlene, can you hear us or speak?
Everyone can hear me and see me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Sister Darlene, we can't hear you.
Sister Char is saying everyone can hear and see me, but I can't see anyone. I mean, I can't hear anything. And I checked my. Everybody can hear you. Oh, they can? Well, I can't hear
Yes.
anyone. I can't hear anyone. I can't hear. Open up YouTube on another, or like on a phone. On the phone? Okay.
Apologies, everyone. Just bear with us 1 minute. This is our first time, so give us 1 second. Apologies, everyone. Just bear with us 1 minute. This is our first time. So
Yes. Okay. I am in. Yeah. But now I'm. I had to get on my phone. I'm getting feedback. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
I had to get on my phone. I'm getting feedback. Can you hear me now?
turn the volume down on your phone. I can tell you this. Um, I know Sister Shar as well as Brother Karis and Brother Red, they make it look so easy getting on here with StreamYard and YouTube. So kudos to them and blessings to them for allowing us to be on this platform to be able to speak to you all. So thank you, Sister Shar, for putting this together and helping us and supporting us. And then thank you, Brother Karis, for allowing us to utilize this platform. And most definitely thank you, Brother Red, for helping us with the engineering background. I appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. So give us one more minute while we get everything together. I appreciate it. Okay, Sister Darlene, can everybody hear Sister Darlene say hello?
Hello.
Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear Sister Darlene. I have her on the phone.
It's not. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. So they can hear us. Okay,
Okay.
good. Thank y'all. All right. So, Sister Darlene, you want to introduce yourself?
Stephanie, Sister Shaw, Q2UA. I am Sister Darlene, sister to some and auntie to others, also known as Thank Y'all Now in the YouTube streets. So it's such a blessing and an honor to be here today to serve our community. And thank you everyone that's in attendance. And I'm looking forward to serving.
Oh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Mhm.
Sorry if it's creating an echo, guys. We did practice, I promise.
We did.
We did. All right, so before we start in on our health discussion, we just want to put out a disclaimer here. We are not medical professionals. So any advice or suggestions for natural herbs or medications, please consult your primary care physician. All right, so who wants to start? I'm going with Sister Ashley.
Yes, no problem. I will definitely start. Well, first of all, I want to also thank Sister Shard. It's extremely important that and it's something that she took me back to, and it's something that we understand as a community, as a people, that community is extremely important. And so for me, basically kind of giving you a little bit of background of how I got started. Um, Basically 9 years ago, and I'm just gonna kind of give you a brief overview of what it is I do and who I am. Okay, so 9 years ago, I was interested in homesteading. If anybody that knows me, I am into agriculture. And so for me, it was extremely important for me to understand what exactly does that look like. So my husband and I, we kind of traveled for a while. We went to different homesteads to kind of take a look at the landscapes and to see how the systems and the things were functioning on specific lands. Um, and so with that, I grew a love for learning the different species of trees, understanding how vegetation grows, and it's brought me to this point. I have a actual love and passion for agriculture, and so through that traveling up to this point, um, basically. From me being able to be on actual lands and be in actual schools to where uh, I'm able to see actually from the time that the seed is put in the soil to the time of harvest. And we know you go from harvest to the table. So seed to harvest, farm to table, that concept. And so I fell in love with that, and I was like, wow, okay, this is great. And so through going through a lot of different educational um, getting education on agriculture, how food grows, um, land restoration. I've been blessed to be able to go out on different lands and look at different landscapes and how the Most High has brought uh, nature basically is really our garden. And so he had me to look at that perspective on how things grow. And so for me, I just have a love and a passion for this. Anybody that knows me, I am here to be able to be a part, as Sister Darlene said, to serve the community and to be able to help in any way that I can. How it is important, the soil is important, because we are the soil. So we are a part of that. And coming together with food and nutrition is really going to help not only us heal, but the land heal itself. So that's how I got involved in what I do. And so I am excited about this. And thank you so much for having me once again.
Thank you, Sister Ashley. And um, your service is much needed, especially during a time like this where unfortunately our food and the sources of our food have been compromised. So having your expertise will definitely help us and inform not only the community but the world on actually how to restore the soil and to rebuild so that we can get good produce so that we can nourish our bodies properly. So thank you for that. I'm going to piggyback off of that as well. So, for me, again, my name is Stephanie Wimberly. Um, I have I would probably say I have a gamut of services as well as expertise that I do have and do hold and do offer. So the first one is I do have a manufacturing consultation firm. So basically, what we'll do is we'll work with small manufacturing businesses, maybe may make homemade products like Sister Darlene with Yali Gifted, which I'm also helping to support, and then we help grow your business. Um, uh, for a consultation, of course, and we'll see exactly what your business needs and what you want to do to expand that business. And then with medium-sized to large-sized manufacturing facilities, what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll look at your policies and procedures. We can create them or revise them to make sure that they're in compliance with the different governing organizations. I also hold a degree with public health, and so we could come into communities as well as just in personal lives to see exactly what health issues they may suffer from and how to mitigate that. And then lastly, I am pursuing a doctoral degree in integrative and functional medicine. So with that, that kind of connects with Sister Ashley because she works with the soil so that we can get healthy produce. And then from there, I would consult with a client to advise them whether what they're eating is healthy or what can contribute to their comorbidities that they may have. And then if they are on medication, then we'll look to see how we can integrate not only their conventional medication that they may get prescribed from their physician, but also how we can integrate like herbs or
And food,
different
yes.
and food. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Herbs and food so that they can get off of that conventional medication because unfortunately, as we may know, sometimes pharmaceutical medication may cause different adverse side effects and different diseases as well. So it's like a vicious cycle. And so that's where my expertise will come in to end that vicious cycle. But again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I can lead you in the right way to better your health. That's it for me. And Sister Darlene, by chance, did you were you able to get squared away? Maybe not. But Sister Darlene, she has a she has a plethora of expertise as well. She does have expertise in the medical field. I believe she did occupational as well as speech therapy. So she is very familiar with the medical field. And now she has started her company called Yali Gifted, where you make natural homemade products such as okay, another Miss Darlene.
Yeah, I'm one. Anyway, long story.
Oh no. She'll get back one. She'll get back one.
Out
But
of
yes.
necessity. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
out of just, I grew up where you had to use, if you didn't have something, you had to use what you had and make it work. So I just started working in the medical field. I saw just so many things that wasn't right and that our health it wasn't improving. So I started doing my research, and I decided that too, okay, there's certain things I'm not going to use, like toothpaste, because of the fluoride. And when you know that fluoride comes from a byproduct of a fertilizer, and from aluminum and steel and concrete and things like that, you don't want to keep putting that kind of stuff in your body. So I just have a feeling that, um, along with other stuff that I've done over the years, that the Most High has gifted me with, and that's how I came up with the name Yali Gifted, because the amazing things that He has enabled me to do just by hearing His instructions, has been a blessing to me. So my urge, that we have a discussion on how the industry has, the king's food has tainted our food. I was able to see my grandparents in the country with no running water, no bathroom, and how they made things work from without even having a doctor. So, just getting back to that, I believe in a short time that we're not going to have these comforts, that uh, conveniences that was given to us. Oh, well, they wasn't given to us. We paid for it. So, so I I want us to start as a group, as a community, to start working on healing ourselves and working on being without the king's medicines and things like that. So, okay, I'll stop right now. And um,
This should heal thyself.
yes, right, and understand that is eating biblically clean is a blessing. Um, that we can't just put anything in our temple. So
Causes so many issues.
it does. Hmm. And they never get to the root cause of anything. It's just packing medicine on top of medicine, which is a synthetic, because they can't take nature and make and herbs and make money off of it. So they make synthetic drugs for you.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
That's good.
Which could also be called endocrine disruptors, depending on, what you utilize, whether it be pharmaceutical medication or, the different things that you may utilize every single day, like, for instance, lotion, commercial lotion, or like you said, toothpaste, or even the plastic containers that we may use to store food. All of those have what's called endocrine disruptors. And what that does is it leaches or seeps into your body, and your body and your skin absorbs that, and it gets into your bloodstream. And your body, like you said, is used to natural things. So when it sees something synthetic, it works against that, and it causes all different type of diseases, especially for like metabolic diseases like diabetes, or, hormonal issues. It could cause a lot.
Yes, and not only that, your clothes, the synthetic clothes that they make are from byproducts of chemicals. It's not from nature. So your clothes, your washing powder, the things, who said that your clothes have to smell like a flower or something? That's all. Um, they're all poisons, and your skin is one of your biggest organs. So we
Exactly.
there's certain things that we really don't need. Even your paper towels, toilet paper, stuff like that. It still has. I'm not saying we don't need toilet paper, but it
I'm
has.
like, that's a little extreme. We're gonna need something, Sister Debbie.
No, no, I'm just saying it still has chemicals or paper towels. We didn't have paper towels back in the day, and they came up with this this thing where you cut down on germs, but you'll never be able to not avoid germs. It's not going to happen.
That's actually making us sicker if you think about it. You have more different diseases and viruses because, people try to keep it so antiseptic, or, you always see antibacterial, antiviral. Now, this doesn't say just to be nasty. It doesn't, but, you need to clean. You definitely need to clean, but the way that times have changed, especially, with recent events, is actually has caused more viruses and more viruses that replicate and mutate, which causes for more medication to be produced so that they can kill these said viruses and bacteria. But that's a whole different story. That's a whole
Yeah.
different story. But I know Sister Ashley, she has something to say in regards to, I guess, what we were speaking about for like the synthetic chemicals. How does that relate to like agriculture? Because I know you have pesticides and different things like that.
Yes. And that's good that you hit on that because, like you were saying, we are looking at basically what is going on with the systems today. So the systems are being broke down. Whenever you have a system that is broke down, it breaks all the way down. This is why soil cultivation is number one, and it is extremely important that we know that when we don't have healthy soil, it creates a toxic environment. And with that toxic environment, as you all say, it comes with viruses. Um, Different things allergies can be formed because of the molds that are in the air. So all of that plays a part of your soil. Soil diversity is extremely important because, as you know, our bodies are made up of soil. And so how we take care of our bodies basically is how we take care of our soil because it's all interconnected. It's like creation, and I think this is the way that he wanted us to kind of see things. And so, yeah, you have a lot of man made chemicals because we think it's important to spray chemical. And by us spraying chemicals, our air is polluted. And so we have all these issues going on. And so if we get back basically to, and then there's plastics in the food, as you ladies were saying, and so it creates a toxic environment. And so the important thing is, as we are talking about this, coming back together as a community to see how we can basically, like Sister Darlene said, go back to the basics of how because we are the original agriculturalists, just like we're the original architects. So, thank the Most High for that. But and just kind of getting back to the basics of how we grow our food, trying to use less chemicals and these types of things. Herbs play an important part of this as healing the land as well. You do have different parts of it's called photo remediation, which are plant remedies that you can use to clean the soil. Now, every soil is not um, what we would call dead, right? Soil is a living organ, just like Sister Darlene said, the skin is. So we have to go back to being able to revive those soils in places where there's a need for it. You got some soils that are very, very healthy. So that's why biodiversity in certain areas, you have fruits that grow well. You have all of these um, different plant lives and things like that that grow well because the soil is healthy. So yeah, it goes all the way back to the basics with it. And the soil is the foundation. It's the very beginning of things. And so yeah, this is an awesome discussion. And yeah, like she said, we're just having a basic discussion to hopefully be able to help our community get back to the very basics of things.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. So
Right.
it's a lot.
And yeah. And then you in understanding that where the diabolical things that they have done to our food, where as far as a seed, what a seed oil is, we they started giving us these byproducts from things that was waste products. And to this day I don't think anyone probably can tell me what a canola oil is. So
I
Right.
don't know. I always wonder, like, where did that come from? There's not a canola plant.
right.
Where did this come from?
Right. And two, when you understand that the how the food industry evolved into, from the cigarette industry buying up all the food companies, and how it is basically, we know, as to make money. So um they when they gave us the monopoly game, we played the game, but they actually did the game. You,
Oh,
you
say less. I'm telling you, they did.
Mm.
They did. They did.
so yeah, it's a lot to, when you, I mean, for me, I was blessed to see a little bit of what my grandparents
Ooh, excuse me.
had to do to wash clothes outside, to have a garden, to, go to an outhouse, to do those things to survive, because they really didn't have anything, living in a, before they got a house that had water. They lived in this shack house. And I would come down every summer to, visit my aunts and uncles and grandparents and whatever. But um I was blessed to have to see those survival skills. And I believe that those same survival skills that our forefathers, our parents, our grandparents, and whatever had, lives in our DNA. We have been, those skills and that survival skills has kind of been taken out of us with all of this convenience that they have given us, that we pay for, and now they're going to start taking it away. So um it's, I think too that we all have to have autonomy, take control of our health, and do our own research. Just, when you go into the store, just read the labels. And they always, everything, let me slow down, takes time. And with all this convenience, it seems like we don't have time. We don't have the time, but we're going to have to start letting some things go in order to make the time to take care of our health. Because if like I know, you do not want to get caught up in nowadays into the healthcare. I mean, as you know, the health.
I agree. I
Yeah.
definitely agree. Our
So.
people perish for lack of knowledge. But to your point, reading a label, especially with the food that you eat, before, in years past, they didn't have to say whether it was genetically modified or bioengineered, but now they do. So if you do look on the back of, like, for instance, for example, like some potato chips, we know it's not natural because it doesn't come from the ground as a potato chip.
Hmm.
But sometimes marketing and marketing campaigns, they may say, "Oh, it's natural, fried in olive oil, or organic potatoes and sea salt," but nonetheless it's still genetically modified and it's processed. Processed foods contribute to systemic inflammation, and that what that means is systemic inflammation is inflammation throughout your body. And as we know, inflammation can cause different diseases, especially some of the diseases that plagues some of our people in the community and just the world in general. So once you learn how to read what you eat or to grow what you eat, and then to have the proper soil to grow what you eat, then you can mitigate some of the systemic inflammation that some of us may be experiencing, so that it doesn't turn into a disease that you'll have to treat with pharmaceutical medication that can cause other diseases.
Yeah, your body will feel it right away, like immediately. You know,
Very much so.
whenever you are eating clean, wow, it makes a total difference in the way your body feels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can, and a good example of that is just, switch for 2 or 3 days. I had to switch my diet to getting off of, as we know, man-made things that are made in spaces and places and stores that are not um, organically grown, as you were saying. And so when you begin to eat cleaner things, that's why farmers markets are important. It makes a difference on the body. I woke up 2 or 3 days later, uh, cut out a lot of different things that I was eating, finding out different dyes and things that they're putting in food, getting away from that and eating more cleaner, dealing with more of the farmers markets. My body began to feel a lot better 2 or 3 days later. So yeah, going very back to the very, 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 very basics of things, to the beginning, is extremely important. And beginning to work with, like you were saying, the soil to heal it, and the biodiversity of plants that should be in just a basic garden is really going to make a difference. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And another thing is, you want to exercise. We don't get out as much as we should to work out, because it does, your muscles, your muscles don't atrophy. You get endorphins in your brain. Um, and it helps with your hormones and everything, to get out and do, weight training, cardio, walking, do something to keep your body going, because as the old folks would say, use it or lose it. And
Mhm.
the more you sit around, or the more you don't exercise, it just it deteriorates your body quicker.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true. Your waistline will go in 5 or 6 different directions if you do.
Every which way but right, huh?
That's right.
Yeah. And
So yeah, I understand that definitely, and so
I
that's
mean,
good that you said that, because I had to, my family, I had to get up just like everybody else in my family. My husband doesn't have a problem exercising. My daughters don't have a problem exercising. But sometimes it's like, okay, it's time for me to get up, because yeah, it will show up, like you said, and it does have an effect on your 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 uh your body overall if you don't exercise. So yeah, that's true. Going back to community once again, getting with your neighbors, building community gardens, um you know uh interacting with your neighbors make a difference. We're to love him and we're to love our neighbors, and so that humanitarian side. And it's interesting, because we can see, like you all said, that how the systems are failing around us. Let me say it like that. And so with that, the Most High is telling us, look, you got to go back to your community, talk to your neighbors, grow food if you have that opportunity to do that. In whatever environment that you're in, you can grow in your house. So it's a lot of different things that we can do to get back, along with exercise, to get back to where we need to be.
right.
Both of your points, keep your body active and moving, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Statistically, and research shows that, just moving your body just 10 minutes a day, and you can break it up in intervals, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, can reduce systemic inflammation by over 50%.
Right.
Wow.
And making it a habit, it becomes just starting small and making it a habit, because I'm crying every time I go to the gym. I get to that, getting up, I'm crying, but when I leave, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I got it done. So um, it's just so important that we have been conditioned to sit in front of the computers and the TVs, and not get out and walk and just take care of our bodies. So we just start a little exercise, even, and then work your way up, because they say after 21 days or some, it becomes a habit. And I know if I stop
Mm.
exercising, I know that my body I start to feel bad. I
That's
Right.
stiff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think somebody in our community, the Q2A community, I think Brother Garth, he has an exercise channel and he teaches you how to exercise and how to move your body, and so that you can get in the best health or the best shape that you need to be, because especially during the times that we're in, you definitely need to be not only in good physical shape but mental shape as well as nutritionally. You need to be healthy that way as well.
And it helps your immune system too.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
It activates so many immunity pathways as well as antioxidant pathways, which helps with your immunity to get rid of like free radicals that we're exposed to, like with the pesticides and the chemicals, the chemtrails, even the foods that we eat. When you exercise, you ramp that up. You ramp up the antioxidant pathways so that your body can release it.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry,
No,
y'all.
no,
I got on my little nerd cap. I got my
no,
glasses on.
no, no. I totally understand. So yeah, no. I think actually, and I know that for me that's extremely important, because like you said, if you don't get up and start getting your body moving, boy, I tell you, like you said, sister, you start to really feel
Mhm.
what is really going on. And it's also, it starts to give you signals of what you may have not been aware of with your body. For me, I know that has been an issue. When it was warm outside in summer, I walked a lot. Used to go to this beautiful park because, of course, naturally being out in God's creation, Most High's creation, that's important to me, because it gave me an opportunity to be able to look around and see, how nature works, and see the people out enjoying the weather, and getting the exercise in that you need. Because yeah, I there were times where when I did not exercise, my body, oh yeah, I would definitely feel it. So yeah, exercise is extremely important. And once again, it's important for us to make sure that we are doing uh getting with our communities, humanitarian type of thing, getting with our communities, helping people to grow, different types of gardens, because whether people or know, there are several types of gardens that you can grow. And I know that this environment right now that we are in, as we can see the systems breaking down, but knowing that you can even grow in your house, sometimes it gives you a little bit of hope. Um,
'Cause I need that.
to know that you can, yeah, yes, exactly, yeah. So I think that's important for us to really concentrate on those things, and be a blessing, not only to your communities, but even if you don't know your neighbor, go and introduce yourself to your neighbor, because you never know around you who may need your help. So getting back to community is extremely important as well. So
And
I
Having
noticed I
gardens.
stressed that. Say that again. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, having gardens, especially community gardens, that will help reduce food insecurity.
Yes.
Which a lot of our community, as well as just the outside world deals with food insecurity. Sometimes, unfortunately, some people live in food deserts where you're not around, a conventional store where you could go buy something, or if you are, then it's more so processed foods and not like at the farmers market. So having a community garden would actually help us so that we can have food to eat and nutritious food to eat.
Right.
Yes, it also gets the youth involved as well.
It
And so
does.
this is what we want to target as well, because the youth nowadays are looking to be able to reconnect with community. And it's important that we teach them while they're young as well, to be able to come in and to be able to help and to get out there in, and especially the ones that are interested in cultivating soil or agriculture. There are so many different systems and layers to that. It's multi-layered, and so getting them more involved in their community will also help the environment as well, and that's what people need to understand. Yeah.
Right. And as Sister Ashley knows, the things we throw away, like you can take your celery, instead of throwing it away, you peel off some of the bottom of it and put it in water, and it'll start growing again. You
Yes.
can put it
Yes.
out in the garden, in a pot, and grow celery. We throw away
Yes.
these things, even the ends of, if you buy collard greens, you can cut the end off. And I did that by mistake. I cut the end off. I just threw it in the garden bed because I figured it was gonna compost. And the next thing you know, I got greens coming up.
Right.
Wow. And that's
That's
actually
good.
that's
Right.
actually part of a public health concept. You know that's a part of public health concept is to reduce waste management. Because we're such big consumers that we just throw away so many things. But like you said, if you just cut the end of a celery or a celery bulb, or if you cut the end of some
Hmm.
say collard green stems, then you're not wasting, but you're also producing.
Same
Yes.
way with onions, those green onions, those that you buy. You can the same thing. Stick it in the soil, some water, then stick it in the soil, and you got onions, growing.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Mm,
absolutely. And that's the importance of also biodiversity as well too, because you're adding more. Because the more biodiverse your soil is, the healthier your soil is.
mm-hmm.
The healthier it is. The healthier your food is, the healthier your trees are, the healthier people are.
Yes.
It's all into the Most High was amazing when he connected that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a living, breathing, and people have heard me say this before, because and this is my passion coming out in agriculture, but it's a living, breathing organism. So it's full of life,
Mm-hmm.
and so by us doing that, the environment, the air, trees, everything will be so much healthier. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the same way with putting things on your body, and in your mouth, the toothpaste, the deodorant and stuff. And that's what I'm passionate about, is that those um, products that they give us are so poison that we can come up, that we do something different, that um, because back in the back in the day, you could do a lot with baking soda. You can do a lot with vinegar. For example, vinegar was the way we cleaned our windows and our mirrors. Vinegar,
Yes.
newspaper. And you get the best clean, with your windows and your mirrors, just using vinegar. Vinegar is a disinfectant, and it's also cleans. We don't need, all of these fabric softeners and things like that are, like you say, endocrine disruptors. Um, and that's in our body. So um, that they give us. So it's definitely a lot to talk about, and I'm excited to have a few discussions, and hopefully our community would, you know, take control and start working slowly on taking care of themselves more, because the system no longer will provide at this point.
Well, now. It's our first live, and I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm very proud of us. We are nearing the hour, but does
Mhm.
anybody else have anything else to express for our first initial live?
Well, I have just a couple of things that maybe discussions that I would like the audience to list to think about is um, what the system has gave us as convenience over the years, and how that has affected us. Is it in a are we in a better place or a worse place? Also, the impact that it has had, and that would be probably different uh, depending on what area you're born in, what area I think say that right, you're born
The
in.
area, the region. We'll use another one, but the area that you're born in. I say things have changed. I mean,
Yeah,
shameless plug. I mean, I'm in my 30s, okay, guys. I'm not 40 yet, but I'm in my 30s. I'm getting up there. But visiting my grandparents, they lived in Oklahoma, and so it was kind of a rural area. And my grandma, she had a garden as well. Although she had a washing machine, but we did hang the clothes on the lines and stuff of that matter. But
Mhm.
things have changed immensely. Like the food does not taste the same.
Mm-mm.
The food does not taste the same. You can
Mm-mm.
season it, but I'm just like it's still, for me, it just doesn't have the taste that it used to, like the freshness.
Right. Hmm. And also growing up in Ohio, we had mulberry trees, fruit trees, even down in the South. I haven't seen a actual peach tree in someone's, um, like in the neighborhood or stuff. You don't see them like randomly like you would, I did back in the day. Um, so yeah, and I know my cousins in Florida talk about the mango trees and how they sprayed them, and now some of them are not getting mangoes like they used to. Um,
Wow.
hmm.
This is the Shard's favorite fruit.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's one of mine too, so I don't blame her. Yes, they are
Yeah.
really good. And they're good for you. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are just some discussions we can think about for the next one, and how, and for everyone to kind of maybe have a question or give a comment next time too. So, and I apologize for the delay today, because I was in ScreenYard real early making sure that everything was working, but um I think it was just to try to throw me off track. So because I, how you be nervous. So yeah, but thank you.
And thank the Most High. We thank the Most High for everything. We do.
Amen.
So if you all that are joining in, or need to catch the live later on, please make sure that you visit our websites, as well as Sister Ashley's email address. It will be posted in the description box. Uh, all of our addresses, as well as a job form link to share the contacts, to share your contacts with us, so that we can get in touch with you, so that we can share our expertise, and you could share yours as well.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I just want to make one disclaimer. I'm not in speech therapy. I have worked in occupational therapy, and I've
Knew it.
worked
I knew
uh,
it.
in the emergency room as a process coordinator. Um, and I
I
do
was one
also.
too.
I think we all have had several things that we have, gifts and talents we have, and that's
Yeah,
the Most High doing that. Yeah, I used
it
to teach
is.
for years, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's
and
it's a lot. Thank
so
him for that.
I
Yes.
do, yes, definitely, because there's been other areas that I've, adventured off into and was able to um, do okay in. So it's not me. It's all the Most High. It is, It's all the Most High. So that's it.
Thank you all for having us. I really appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in. Also, please check the description box to look at all of our emails and the way in which you can get in contact with us. We'll be sure to reply to you. Once again, we want to thank Brother Karis for hosting us on this Q2A platform. Definitely want to thank Sister Shar for, putting this all together, orchestrating it,
Yes.
supporting us individually, supporting us collectively, supporting us personally. I just,
Yes.
much blessings to her. Everybody, please check out her YouTubes as well as her TikToks at A Law for Love, as well as Judge Shar, and then she's also on TikTok. And then also for Big Red for helping us with the engineering aspect of it. He just did a live yesterday on YouTube, so check out his channel as well. And again, thank you, Sister Ashley and Sister Darlene. I don't know if I should call y'all aunties, but
Yeah.
we know one
That's
another.
fine. You
Yeah,
can.
I,
Yes.
I don't mind. Yeah, well, they call me in.
This is not our last live, so please tune in and be on the lookout for the next one. So thank you all for having us. We love you, and our health is our wealth.
Yes. Peace and blessings to all of
Tuna
you.
wageni watatu, Mheshimiwa Sebastian Kapufi mbunge, ambao ni wadau wa maendeleo kutoka Marekani. Wadau wa maendeleo kutoka Marekani. Karibuni sana.